Observer's effect on human intelligence and enhancing cognitive abilities through mindfulness practices. This methodology was first created and studied closely by Nigerian Reiki master and teacher, Bazi Francis. In the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. When you remain still and calm, it is the most powerful weapon and the sole source of spiritual sustenance. In other words, the solution to all your problem is to calm down. There's no time for anything when you're completely calm, nothing outside of you works. Not even karma or illusions. When we learn to stay calm and worry-free of life's outcomes, it's not in our hands to worry about what we cannot control, we can only control our actions, reactions and thoughts. But how life presents itself, it's totally not in our control. We should stop worrying about today and tomorrow. Everything would be fine when we learn to lean not on our own understanding. To be spiritual, one must refrain from reacting or trying to influence others. Instead of worrying or control, just try to live in the present moment. Not to be chaotic or problematic about it, but to hold your peace in what you perceive to be your higher power. Don't engage too negatively with the world, and don't react to the negative thoughts that comes to your mind each time things aren't going well. The journey towards inner calmness is not a quest for perfection, or an unattainable state of constant tranquility. It's a daily practice of acceptance and self-awareness. And this can only be done through self-evaluation. The moments of turmoil and challenges are opportunities to cultivate calmness in oneself, and not obstacles in your path. By embracing these experiences as part of personal growth, you'd find lasting peace that penetrates all areas of your life. Develop your ability for mental sovereignty, acknowledge your emotions and step back from reacting. A calm mind is just like a still lake, it can reflect your surroundings at most. Calmness doesn't mean avoiding or suppressing emotions, it means you acknowledging them, and releasing them out of your mind, in order to move forward. Alternatively, it means allowing them to flow and observing them with compassion and detachment. One must learn how to embrace their emotions with detachment, and not allowing it gain control over them. By developing the skill of mental presence, you will find the balance and harmony of the mind's serenity. The two basic rules of syncing the brain and heart coherence are: 1. Don't ignore your emotions, and 2. Don't react to your thoughts when it comes to anger or uncertainty. The mind is responsible for anger, stubbornness, egotistical nature, pain and fulfillment of desires. Anger, depression and emotional imbalance disappear when you learn how to master your thoughts. One must learn how to cultivate gratitude as a daily practice. One must learn how to always see the bigger picture in their lives, hereby acknowledging the blessings and be grateful for them even if it ain't visible yet. Take a moment every morning or at the end of the day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. This will help nurture a positive perspective, and more importantly help you find beauty in everyday serenity. For one to be on the receiving end, one must anchor themselves in the present, where true peace resides. Peace of mind is all that's needed for enlightenment. Meanwhile, on the other hand, awareness is calmness. Awareness is a state of being that is unaffected by external factors, but to be able to discern what's is and what's not for you, you must first learn how to condition your mind. If you try to solve problems by relying on your own thoughts, you'll only inflate your ego and make things become worse. Things will flow more smoothly if you learn to calm your mind. When anger and fear do not cloud the mind, life is full of happiness and authenticity. Don't give in to fear, doubt and anger when it arises, rather learn to redirect your thoughts to escape such feeling. Don't let your negative thoughts become bigger than you. Your thoughts are not your friends. They are constantly trying to deceive you. Joy, happiness and what we perceive as bliss are determined by your thoughts, and we need to set aside special time to meditate, pray and surrender when things becomes out of control. It's simply knowing who you are and what's within your control. As far as I know, the rest of this universe is just a product of your imagination. When the universe is traced back to its origin, it then becomes the universal self, which is nothing but pure witnessing consciousness. At that point, I began gaining mastery and self-recognition to my personal thoughts and ideas. That made me become aware of awareness itself. But I only was able to get to this point through silence. In the midst of chaos and abyss, I developed myself and shaped my mind to maintain calmness at all times. Calmness is not ignorance, ignorance isn't calmness either. There are two separate things altogether. Ignorance is a disease to the mind and calmness is a remedy to the mind. When you come to this realization, you of cause become a master of yourself and thoughts. Our reaction is instantaneous after an idea or an emotion, like a wave in the mind. Every thought and action of a person equally triggers a reaction out of them. Because of this, their mind are completely out of their control. When you focus on much on the future, you give it all your energy. This diverts your energy to create an infinite number of hypothetical future outcomes and non-existent solutions. Although these mental attacks are so painful, there's a simple solution to the problem. It's simple to do, but it can be challenging and uncomfortable at first. The most effective response is no response at all. You need to have faith in yourself and let go of control, in order to overcome your fears. The human mind is constantly bombarded with stimuli, leading to a restless and scattered state. In this fast-paced world, finding ways to calm the mind and improve cognitive abilities has become increasingly important. Observer's effect, a concept derived from mindfulness practices, has gained attention as a potential means to achieve this. This essay explores the relationship between observer's effect and human intelligence, focusing on how mindfulness practices can positively impact cognitive functions. Why I developed this study is to suggest incorporating mindfulness practices into daily routines can have a significant impact on calming the mind and enhancing cognitive abilities, ultimately promoting overall well-being. Numerous studies have examined the effects of mindfulness practices on cognition. Mindfulness meditation, for instance, has been found to enhance attentional capabilities. By training individuals to observe their thoughts and sensations without judgment, mindfulness cultivates present moment awareness. This heightened awareness enables individuals to better regulate attention, focus, and sustain cognitive performance. Similarly, studies have shown that mindfulness practices improve working memory functions, facilitating enhanced information processing and retrieval. Furthermore, mindfulness practices have demonstrated their efficacy in emotional regulation. Through observing one's emotions without attachment or judgment, individuals gain the ability to regulate their emotional responses. This emotional resilience not only reduces stress levels but also enhances cognitive flexibility, decision-making, and problem-solving skills. The mechanisms underlying the positive impact of observer's effect on human intelligence are multifaceted. Neuroscientific studies have revealed that regular mindfulness practice induces structural and functional changes in the brain. These changes, particularly in the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus, are associated with improved attention, memory, and emotional regulation. Moreover, observer's effect promotes metacognitive awareness, which involves monitoring and reflecting on one's cognitive processes. Through this introspective lens, individuals gain insight into their cognitive strengths and weaknesses, allowing them to optimize their intellectual abilities. Metacognitive monitoring also facilitates self-regulation, enabling individuals to adjust their cognitive strategies and exert greater control over their attention and memory. In conclusion, my research findings suggest that observer's effect, cultivated through mindfulness practices, can positively impact human intelligence by enhancing cognitive functions such as attention, working memory, and emotional regulation. The act of observing one's thoughts and sensations without judgment promotes present moment awareness and metacognitive monitoring, leading to improved cognitive abilities. Incorporating mindfulness practices into daily routines offers a promising approach to calming the mind and fostering overall well-being. Future research should explore the long-term effects of observer's effect on cognitive abilities and investigate its potential applications in various domains, including education, healthcare, and cognitive therapy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing contents. Also like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video.